Okay, this is the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 15, Walking or Waking the Dead. Okay, so we do start off where we left off, which is at the end of the dinner where Shamia exits stage left, and the girls was like, well, we're just gonna go out and hang out and, whoop, whoop, whoop. While Shamia and Kelly's hung back just for a little bit, just trying to figure out just kind of what happened, let Shamia sort out her thoughts, just saying that, it's pretty much over between her and Portia. Like they used to be sisters, they grew up together basically. But now it's over. They don't went way too far. On the other hand, all the ladies, they don't went to the club. It was around the corner because they got there pretty fast. And they're jigging, jamming, do. Forget what just happened. You know what I'm saying? K Michelle jump on the mic. She do her VSOP song. Happy birthday to Phaedra. This and that. Drew ended up doing her little song. And while Drew was doing her song, that's when Shamia and Kelly showed up, because Kelly like, well, I ain't gonna be sitting in here crying with you. I want to go turn up too. So that was pretty much the idea. They came in while Drew was getting her mic on, hey, and K Michelle was like, oh, okay, so the next girl we got is Shamia, woo. Which she probably should have said Portia first, since Portia was already there. But since Portia seen her walking in, everybody's like, oh my God. Or, their reaction was like, oh my gosh, like, why would she show up? Like, what is going on? You just called out her mom and all this stuff. So, Shamia and Kelly just trying to enjoy themselves, really. And Portia was over, like, oh my God, I gotta go. Call me a car, call me a cab, I'm going home. Shamia jump on the mic and Drew go over there to find Portia. And she like, yeah, I'm leaving. I ain't doing none of this. Like, this is messed up. So when Shamia got done, K Michelle was like, oh, I got one more girl. Portia, come sing your song, girl. And Portia was like, I ain't doing this. So Portia left, Drew left, Angela left, and Phaedra and Cynthia. Only ones who stayed back was, the Pinky, K Michelle, Shamia, and Kelly. And Shamia was feeling a little type of way because it's like, well, dang, y'all left on my song specifically. I can't believe that. But it was more of like, I guess we were still mad from the whole dinner thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why we left. They think you just come in here laughing, smiling in my face. And she just think, oh, I just want to have fun, but now y'all trying to shade me because I'm starting to sing, so y'all want to hate on me and my song. So okay, whatever. And pretty much like this whole group, Pinky said, like, yeah, this is supposed to be a fun trip, but it is not at all. I can't, like, we're not gonna come together at all. Okay, so it's the next day, and we're gonna split the groups up, okay? Because Phaedra got two events planned. One will be at the cemetery, go figure. The other one will be at the spa, okay? So to the cemetery, she's gonna take Shamia, Kelly, and Cynthia. That way she can talk to Shamia, try to, see what's going on, see where her head at, because, the mama things is taking it to another level, okay? Fine. So Portia like, yeah, you go and do that, but I don't see no resolve coming from it. So whatever you can try to do what you do, but I'm gonna go do what I do. Okay. So Phaedra take them, they on their car ride, they going, and they're trying to figure out, what is going on between them. Okay. So with Shamia, she's trying to explain with the mama situation, like, okay, yeah, I brought it up only because we was already slinging the mud. So hell, I'm bringing it up because I'm still mad about her bringing it up on the internet and at the reunion when she said something about when Portia said something about how Shamia mama bought Portia's mama daycare or whatever without telling her, something like that. So I think she might have first said it at the reunion and then secondly said it on the internet at some point, right? Ooh, I don't know, my dang, look, the sunlight don't went away. So with that, trying to explain it, the ladies is like, I mean, it is a lot. We just thinking that it's just too much and it's going too far at this point. Um, with Portia, she at the house getting ready for the spa, which I think is the spa, right? She called Lauren. And she explained to Lauren the whole thing, like, yeah, she done brought my mama all up into it, and she's sleeping with this person and all this. But her mama one that's sleeping with such and such and da da da. So of course Lauren is like, yeah, this that's too far. Y'all can't be saying this, basically because he's putting it out all up in the public. So, and this is really between y'all. Y'all can't be adding other folks into it, especially your dang mamas. Like, come on now. So look, unless we're gonna have Miss Diane and Miss Sarah, is it Miss Sarah at the dang reunions to state their claims against each other? I mean, I would like something like that. That would actually be cool and interesting, but we'll see. Which I don't know, they probably already filming or filming now. But anywho, yeah, but she's telling Lauren that I don't know, I don't think I can be the cool one. I've been trying to be level headed this whole time. The new Portia. I ain't gotta be, too hot headed and too quick to jump. You know what I'm saying? Let me be cool and let them play themselves the fool. You know what I'm saying? But nah, she up, like say it's up now. Say, girl, it is up. So listen, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna sit back a little bit, and we're gonna wait and we're gonna see. So that little spa date thing, it actually didn't turn out to be a spa per se. It was like a homemade spa in the backyard where they had like a hot tub, a portable sauna, I don't even know what, another dipping pool. Something was on the side there. I don't know, but they like we was thinking we was about to go to like a facility, not like outside in the backyard. So they just said, okay, ixnay on the Ospe. Okay, so the cemetery was a little bit interesting. We got some fun facts about, a little doggy named Bobby and, Harry Potter inspiration. And, Phaedra might have got a new boo. And then, back at the house with the other ladies, they're asking Portia how she feel about the whole Shamia thing. And, she's pretty much in like a disappointment kind of state because she left because she just went to the club, okay? Shamia had time to sit and talk to Kelly for a minute to decompress. Portia didn't have that, so when she seen them walking into the club like that, she was like, and just back trigger, and I had to go, like, because, like they known each other for years, and she was thrown off by Shamia's remarks, basically. I didn't think she was going to go there. Like, what I'm saying? It's unpredictable territory now. So I don't know how to navigate this is how I'm kind of peeping this. You know what I'm saying? Like she doing things that I ain't used to. Because normally, you know your friends, you know how to play them and how to, you know what I'm saying? We know what to say and what not to say. But now she doing something else and I'm off the track. But Drew kind of interrupt a little bit to ask K. Michelle and Pinky, well, y'all getting to know her now, so how do y'all feel about her? And, for Pinky, she like, well, before we even got here, I tried to ask her how she was doing, and she was just like, I'm ready for whatever. So, I just know that energy was just already there. But somewhere, I just know that she just kind of hurt somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? She just took a turn for the worse, really. And K. Michelle just brings up that, yeah, she is, I think she hurt too. Because she be crying to me about, y'all issues, And, so for me, I don't think she's necessarily a bad person or, I just think, she just doing things because her feelings is hurt, basically, And Portia trying to say, oh, well, I gave her the opportune chance to where we can get back on track and reconcile. But now she don't flip the whole script. And K Michelle in a confessional, like, girl, when did you ever try to say that y'all was getting back on track? Because this whole time y'all been zip the lips this whole time while we been waiting on y'all to bust this gate open. And now you busting it open, and oh, the whole time I was trying to get back with her and all. Girl, no, girl, bless it, right? Because I was thinking that too. Like, I don't remember her saying that they was trying to get back. I mean, can't they pick up the phone and call each other? Oh yeah, I did forget another little important note. Back when Portia was talking to Lauren about, how she feeling about Shamia bringing up the Pilar situation, because for her, she only said that Pilar couldn't go over there only because Shamia tried to flex to say, well, I don't care if I'm not friends with Portia because Dennis still gonna bring Pilar over or whatever. So with her hearing that, that's when she put the kibosh on the, oh, well, since you think, bitch, no, you ain't. So it's tit for tat, basically. And now I'm putting two and two together. Shamia knows she can poke the bear with Pilar, with Portia, right? Or, yeah, something like that. And Shamia knows she could poke the bear with Portia mama. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, right? So at the cemetery before they leave, little minute words with Kelly and Shamia about, the whole Portia situation. And, Kelly's thinking, well, I think people, this group are latching a little bit more to Portia because, let's be real, out of this group, she's kind of an OG, right? Cynthia, Phaedra, Portia, they will be considered OGs. But, mainly Cynthia, Portia, because, Phaedra had to take a leave. But anywho, so it's like all the newbies and things like that, and Portia, Cynthia, because they already know her, attaching themselves to Portia without getting both sides of the story, And for her, we do know Portia lies sometimes. It's not all the time, but she just be making up stuff. It don't be like this. Well, yeah, she just be making up stuff. So why would they believe her all the time and just take her side like this, And Shamia is just, just trying to reconcile and understand that, yeah, this friendship is just not going to be it's not going to be what it was. Like, it literally is kind of like it's over. But she is happy happy, however she want to feel, that at least she got her truth out and she, stop holding stuff in. She just want to say stuff. And if they want to be criticizing her or jump on her for it, then fine. But at least she got it out. Shit. So while on the car ride back home, Shamia asked Phaedra about her and Apollo, co-parenting and stuff. How's it going? And she's like, we cool. We do what we gotta do. No problems over here. And she asked her about dating and stuff like that. Sorry. Like since the divorce. And Phaedra's like, yeah, I've been doing all right. I've been I haven't really been dating like that. Like, I probably only had 2 boyfriends in the whole 7 years. And unlike some people who just jump into, relationships like, the day after the divorce or something, like, And Cynthia like, nope. I mean, listen, just because she be all in the sexy photos on the Instagram don't mean nothing. Okay. I mean, we know about Shaq, but... And actually, when you was on Married to Medicine, I could have swore she said she was dating and everything. And probably last season when she popped up on here, she probably said she was dating and everything. So, girl, why you lying? Okay, so we start the birthday dinner. Everybody's dressing all cute and nice and everything. And Portia starts it off with like a whole long ass, laying it on thick speech about how Phaedra is such her best friend and supportive and been for her and all this stuff. And Shamia just sitting there like, for real? She do see me sitting here. And everybody else could peep it like she did. She definitely added a couple pepperonis to that pizza. But it's okay. Let her have it. And she presented Phaedra with this proclamation to be, or honor as the Lady of the Glen. And so I don't know what that is. Is the Glen the house? Either way, she that. All right, so before we get into Shamia and her spiel, the girls were talking about the cemetery experience and what they had. And K. Michelle was just kind of bringing up a little, a little sad moment here with death, because death is something that she's still not too comfortable with, which I don't think a lot of people are. Like, it's a scary thing. And especially when it comes to like all her surgeries and things like that, she's kind of had to face it, should we say, and deal with it, because, I don't know if I'm coming back from this, or if my mama coming back from her surgery, or, what my mama going, crying over me or my son, and all this stuff, because she did this whole thing to her damn self, and, it's consequences, but, praying to God and all this stuff, getting through, and she just trying to just hope to get to a good place to where, the cemetery ain't got to be like a scary thing for her, more of a relaxation or celebration, because it is a peaceful place. All right, yep, and that's how we're going to end the episode. We give Phaedra a good old nice birthday cake and happy birthdays and whoops. But before all of that, with all the little crying and stuff, the sadness from K. Michelle bringing up the mamas and stuff like that. Angela had a little moment. Like, everybody was kind of in tears for a second. And Drew kind of brought up, her 2 cents about her dad and going to visit his cemetery and stuff like that. And, she's like, well, let me step away for a quick second, so she can go and gather herself. And Portia went to follow her. So, I don't know why Shamia thought I'm going to do this when Portia leaves, because we could have did this when she's here. But okay, maybe she didn't want no rebuttal from her or whatever. So she decides to apologize. So all the ladies that are sitting at the table, it was except for Drew and Portia, because they was walked away. For all this whatever drama that she probably caused on the trip and the confusion and all the back and forth, So I apologize. And Kelly like, girl, I told you to stop apologizing to these girls. It's for nothing. And for me, I'm like, yeah, you don't apologize to them for more than enough. And I don't even know why she apologized on the first, what was that, last season, when she did like a whole YouTube, Instagram, something. Oh, and I apologize if I ever did this to anybody, and I apologize, like that whole spiel. Girl, give it up, because all you did was go right back and pretty much do the same thing. So I don't even know. Ain't no apologies for nothing. Only person you need to be talking to is Portia. And I guess you could apologize for disrupting the group activities. Sure. But other than that, girl, y'all, my feelings is valid. And y'all, that's all I gotta say on that. But anywho, we in the episode and we dancing and we got the the bagpipes and get their little, let me see, the Irish do the one dance, so they do the other dance. I don't know what it's called, but it was cool. Happy birthday, Phaedra, and we gonna get back home on the next episode. Scotland was okay. I'll say, right, it was cool for the most part. Couple little hiccups, but at least we got what we've been looking for, right? With the whole Portia versus Shamia, we got a little bit of what we looking for. We didn't get all of it. We're gonna get the rest of that at the reunion. But anywho, catch y'all later. Bye.